often, prefer staying in narcissistic relationships and narcissistic families. Yeah, because, finance is very important. And when they are not in a good position where things are, very jumbled up, I mean, it's very difficult, yeah, to survive without money. So yes, finance is one of the reason why adult children of narcissistic parents are often stuck with their narcissistic parent, and it's very difficult and next to impossible for them to go no contact. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about the reasons why it is very difficult to go no contact with the narcissistic parent. I mean, the reasons why adult children of narcissistic parents are stuck with their narcissistic parents. Yeah, and before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So I mean, a lot of you out there are lucky, strong, who went no contact, I mean, including me. It was very difficult for me to, play along and bear with all that abuse and manipulation on a regular basis. And I think no contact was, one of the best decisions that I made in my life. Yeah. I mean, I do sometimes, feel sad that, I had to leave my family, but I was pushed to such an extent that I had to do it. Yeah, there was no other way out. Yeah? It was very difficult for me to coexist with them. Yeah. I mean, for those of you who are blessed with healthy parents, I mean, it's absolutely a different thing. It's amazing to be with your parent, grow up with your parent, and spend a majority of your life with them. I mean, that's a different experience altogether. But when we look at the cluster B parent, I mean, especially the narcissistic parent, it's very difficult. Yeah. And there are a lot of you out there who are still stuck with them. Yeah, and my heart goes out to all of you. And stay strong. I know, I mean, it's difficult to be in that spot where you are unable to go no contact and you are unable to focus on your own self. I get it. It is a very difficult position to be in, but stay strong, work on yourself, and trust me, have radical acceptance. The moment you have radical acceptance, a lot of expectations, a lot of confusions are cleared out. Yeah, you will be able to accept the narcissistic parents for who they are. You will not expect the things which a kid expects out of a healthy parent. Yeah, when you have radical acceptance, you will understand that it is absolutely pointless to expect the healthy stuff from these dysfunctional toxic individuals. Yeah, so have radical acceptance, hang in there. I mean, do what's best for you. I really don't want you to jeopardize your survival and your position. The kind of situation you are in. So don't haste, and just be there and see what works for you. Yeah, but learn to prioritize your own self. You are brilliant, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are really good, and you deserve the best. So hang in there and keep working on yourself and see what works best for you. Yeah, no contact is not for everyone. Yeah, but in extreme cases, this is the only way. Gray rock method, having boundaries, emotionally distancing yourself, none of it works. Because these narcissistic parents know what buttons to press. Yeah, so they know what buttons to press and how to get a reaction out of you, how to get you engaged. Yeah, how to get you in that dirty game. So it's very difficult. I mean, working on boundaries, emotionally distancing yourself, nothing really works. They'll keep on uh, poking in your life, in your personal space. They will keep on invading your privacy. They'll keep on running over all the boundaries. They will keep on doing what they had been doing for long. Yeah, they are not going to change. So have this radical acceptance and plan things accordingly. And one most important thing is your financial stability. If you are making money, if you are financially capable and stable, then you can look out for ways, maybe move to a different city, or get into a rented accommodation a little away from them, so that you can have some me time. And then you can do whatever you feel like. Yeah, so no contact is not for everyone. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, it's difficult, and it's very painful. I still grieve sometimes, um, for going no contact with my narcissistic family. But again, my radical acceptance teaches me, my radical acceptance tells me that there is no point in feeling sad, because that's how they were designed, that's who they are, and you can't expect the healthy stuff from them. Yeah, they were just my egg donors and sperm donors. Yeah, so it's difficult. It's like a a state of conflict. You are in this state of conflict on the inside. Yeah, a lot of questions, and you are ruminating about a lot of things. You are grieving, you are sad, there is a lot of guilt and shame. All of it fades away with time. All of it begins to you can say process. All of it begins to fade away the moment you have radical acceptance. So radical acceptance is very essential, that my father, my mother is not a healthy parent. They are narcissistic individuals who bred me to serve them. Yeah, the moment you have this kind of a clarity, things will become easy. You will have less expectation, you will not be hurt that much, because you know who they are. Yeah, they are the masters who bred you for a purpose and reason. Yeah, which was to serve them and just be in their service. So what are the reasons why adult children of narcissistic parents are often stuck with narcissistic parents? It's very difficult for them to go no contact. The first reason is finances. Yeah, I mean, when you are not financially capable, when you are not financially independent, when you don't have the resources, I mean, how are you going to survive? Where are you going to go? Yeah. Plus, when your finances are all, somewhere or the other, interlinked with, your parents' finances, then that is also a very difficult, situation and scenario. Yeah, you cannot ask them, to separate the business. You cannot, ask them to, give you your share. It's very difficult. I mean, in some of the cases, yes, it does materialize, but initially it is very difficult when things are all interconnected, intertwined, and interlinked. So finances is one of the major reasons why adult children of narcissistic parents are stuck with their narcissistic parents. Yeah, either they are not financially independent or capable, or their finances are all interlinked and fused together. Yeah, it's all jumbled up together, so it gets very difficult. Yeah, I mean, you cannot survive without money. Yeah, we are not in that era where we can just go out with a stick or a sword and crossbow or anything, and hunt animal and survive in nature. Things are different. Yeah, time has changed, and money is very essential for you, for me, I mean, for everyone who's on this planet. It's really essential to survive. So I mean, that is the reason I keep telling my clients to work on their financial independence. Yeah, to work on their financial stability, because if you are stable, if you are financially well off, you can do a lot of things for yourself. Yeah, finance plays an important role in your healing. Yeah, but if you are fucked up financially, where are you going to go? Yeah, so you need to think before taking any step. Yeah, so always analyze, always see things with a clear head. Yeah, don't just be emotional and go no contact. I mean, see what works well for you. I really don't want you all to suffer. I really don't want you all to face more hardship and crisis, yeah, by going no contact. So if things are difficult, a little jumbled, interlinked, intertwined, people often prefer staying in narcissistic relationships and narcissistic families. Yeah, because finance is very important, and when they are not in a good position, where things are very jumbled up, I mean, it's very difficult, yeah, to survive without money. So yes, finance is one of the reason why adult children of narcissistic parents are often stuck with their narcissistic parent, and it's, very difficult and next to impossible for them to go no contact. The other reason why adult children of narcissistic parents are, stuck with their narcissistic parent is because of this emotional blackmail. So narcissistic parents are expert in, emotionally blackmailing their children. They're going to keep narrating the sad story. I did this, I did that. Won't you do this much for me? Won't you do this much for me? Won't you do that for your dad? Won't you do this for your mom? So, the entire, ecosystem of these narcissistic parents are also there to enable and embolden the narcissistic individuals. Yeah, so everyone will keep you reminding, are you taking care? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? But, strangely, now I have this realization. When I was, beaten, black and blue, nobody used to come and rescue me. Everybody used to, laugh it off, and they used to say, well, they are, disciplining you. They are preparing you for the difficult world outside. Yeah, but the same parent, when they are in vulnerable position, when they need care and concern, society, comes forward and starts pressurizing the child. Yeah, now you have to do it. You can't leave her. She's your mother after all. He's your father after all. So, I mean, enablers, all these flying monkeys, narcissists, their entire ecosystem, keeps enabling the narcissist, keeps whitewashing their, bad behavior and evil deed. So yes, emotional blackmail is also one of the things, which traps these adult children of narcissistic parents in, narcissistic families. Yeah, they feel guilty. Yeah, they feel obligated and responsible. Yeah, they think that now they have to do something in return. They cannot leave without returning the favor. Yeah, that's, how, damaging narcissistic parents manipulation is. They emotionally manipulate you, and they literally make you believe that it is your responsibility to do things for them. It is your responsibility to go to any extent to, do things for them and provide for them. Yeah, so it's very damaging, and it starts from childhood. So we cannot expect, the adult children of narcissistic parents, to think and function like healthy individual. I was also there, and I was super dysfunctional, and I always, thought that it was my responsibility to make them happy. And now, I mean, I know, what the truth is, what the fact is. Yeah, nobody can make them happy. That's their way of keeping you on hook. Yeah, so that you keep doing more and more and more in hopes of, getting some validation and, appreciation. And, they get their, never ending, supply from you. So, nothing really can make these narcissistic parents happy. Yeah, because they are individuals who are chronically sad and depressed on the inside. So, emotional blackmail is one of the, most important, aspect of narcissistic relationship. And it's because of emotional blackmail that narcissistic parents are able to, keep their adult children on hook. Yeah, the adult children feels guilty to leave the narcissistic parent, even though the child has been mistreated, disrespected, abused, exploited, but still, the child feels obligated in some way or the other. Yeah, because there is a lot of emotion that is involved, and all of that, conditioning happens from childhood. So I mean, what do you think? I mean, that adult can, walk out of that family so easily? No, that adult, is going to feel obligated. That adult is going to, you have a lot of shame inside of him or her. And that is something which, keeps them, anchored to the narcissistic family. That is something which keeps them on hook. Yeah, so a lot of things are instilled in, these children since childhood, and that's how they, grow up to be dysfunctional individuals who are trauma bonded to the narcissistic parent. We know that narcissistic parents are expert in withholding love and affection, and that does magic. Yeah, they are going to treat you miserably, and then they are going to treat you right, and then all that dopamine, you feel amazing. My mother, lauded me, my mother complimented me, my mother validated me, even though, out of 365 days, it's only one day that she praised you. Yeah, all the rest of the 364 days, she was abusing you left and right. But that one, you know uh, good day, that one good experience, makes you, forget all of the abusive things and all of the, bad things they do with you, and you are stuck in that relationship. So yes, I mean, emotional blackmail is also one of the most important things, that keeps the adult children of narcissistic parents, stuck with their narcissistic parents. The other reason why adult children of narcissistic parents are unable to go no contact with their parent is because of emotional incest, and this happens from childhood. Yeah, the kind of emotional reassurance and support, that the partner is supposed to provide the other adult, these narcissistic parents, start training their kids, to provide them with that. Yeah, and it has devastating effects, but do these narcissistic parents care? The answer is no. It's all about them. They bred you for a purpose and reason, that is to serve them. So if they are not getting that, emotional comfort, they are not getting that emotional support, reassurance from their partner, they are going to, train you, yeah, to become a surrogate husband or a surrogate wife to them, yeah, and provide all of that. And they really don't care, the kind of challenges you will be facing when you grow up to be adult and when you get into relationship. Narcissistic parents don't care about all of that. All what they're concerned about is, training you, to be a perfect, dedicated, loyal, devoted slave. Yeah, and emotional incest, helps them, have this. Yeah, emotional incest helps them, solidify that conditioning. Yeah, because it's starting from an early age, and the kids feel that it's their responsibility to please the narcissistic parent, whether it is daughter or son. They are so badly emotionally enmeshed with their you know uh, parents. I mean, I would say they are emotionally married to their parents. Yeah, and as a result of which they are unable to be a better partner to their spouse. Yeah, because they are so much emotionally invested. It's not just mother and child. Yeah, it's like two adults. Yeah, it's just that they are son and mother, and daughter and father. Yeah, but apart from that, it's almost like a love relationship. It's almost like the way how these couples react and behave in any normal relationship. Yeah, so that kind of relationship is established. Yeah, and the credit goes to narcissistic parents. So the kid is so badly conditioned and trained to be a substitute, yeah, to be a surrogate partner to their narcissistic parent, that it's quite unsettling, and it's quite disturbing for their partner and spouse. Yeah, because when you witness it firsthand, that your partner is victim of emotional incest, and he is behaving like your mother-in-law's husband, he's behaving like your mother-in-law's boyfriend. It's really sad and it's really painful. Yeah, a lot of us find it very difficult to accept it, but this is how they have been trained and designed. I mean, these kids, this is how these kids, adult children of narcissistic parents, have been manipulated and trained since childhood. So don't blame the child. Yeah, if they are behaving like a surrogate husband wife to their narcissistic parent, don't blame them. The only person who is to be blamed is the narcissistic parent. Yeah, they blurred all the boundaries. They did not let a healthy relationship and connection bloom between the child and them. They did anything and everything, yeah, to have the child on hook, to keep the child dependent on them, and to enslave the child for life. So it's very difficult. I have seen it myself, and a lot of us who are, in relationship with adult children of narcissistic parents, do observe this, yeah, that the son is not very close to the father, but the son is just like a another husband to the mother, yeah, extremely connected. Mother son love is absolutely different, I have seen that, but this is a very unhealthy expression of love. This is a very unhealthy emotional enmeshment and attachment, yeah. The son is almost like a husband, yeah. I mean, minus class the sex in some of the cases, the clients that I have worked with, I mean, they had some kind of sexual encounter as well. I mean, it was initiated by the narcissistic parent, but in most of the cases it is mostly on emotional level. So the kids, I mean the adult children of narcissistic parents are not to be blamed. The best that you can do is educate them, create awareness, let them read something so that they are able to understand what they are doing and where they are at. That's it, that's the best you can do. Yeah, the only person to be blamed is the narcissistic parent. So emotional incest is also one of the reasons why adult children of narcissistic parents are you know stuck with their narcissistic parents, why it is very difficult for them to go no contact, yeah, because they feel that they are the ones who can make the narcissistic father or mother happy, and the actual father and mother won't be able to make my other parent happy, my narcissistic parent happy. So they feel obligated, they feel responsible, and they think that you know uh, it's only because of them that the narcissistic parent is happy and not because of the actual parent, yeah. So these narcissistic parents really mess things up at a great level. So these narcissistic parents really manipulate you to such a level where a lot of things are blurred and it's all fused in unhealthy way, I would say. The other reason why adult children of narcissistic parents find it difficult to go no contact with their parent is because of triangulation. So narcissistic parents are expert in triangulation. They are never going to tell you things directly. They are going to tell you things via someone, yeah. They are going to put it on someone else's shoulder, and then they are going to fire it, yeah. They are going to tell you, well, your auntie was saying this, your uncle was saying this. They are going to tell you, well, your sibling was saying this, yeah? And this is all to pass across the message to you and not get their hands dirty, yeah. So they don't like talking directly. They always triangulate things, yeah. It helps them to maintain that image which they had been projecting since long. And also in the process they get their work done, and they are not held accountable or responsible for anything, yeah. So narcissistic parents like triangulating things. They will always bring in someone and get them to do the talking, or they are going to tell you things that your this friend was saying this, your this auntie was saying this, your this uncle was saying this. Or they are going to bring in their flying monkeys, their enablers, and they will do the talking on your behalf. Well, you need to listen to your mother, you need to do this for your father, you need to be obedient, you need to comply because they have done so much. So it's never open, clear, direct communication in narcissistic families. It's always through someone, yeah. So triangulation is also a very important reason why it's very difficult for kids to see who their narcissistic parents are. So triangulation is also one of the reason why kids are unable to see who their parents really are. Yeah, they think that maybe someone might have manipulated my mother, someone might have manipulated my father, maybe someone might have influenced my father, and that's the reason my father is saying this. Well, my father never said this directly to me. It was the auntie who communicated things with me. So my father is right, and my auntie is the bad one. Yeah, but we know how things are in narcissistic families, yeah. The narcissists are the controllers. They uh, control anything and everything. They, manipulate, they concord things, they rewrite history, they, withhold information. So narcissist is there in the backstage. Yeah, maybe someone else executes and does the dirty work on their behalf, but the actual controller is the narcissistic parent. Yeah, but these kids, these adult children of narcissistic parents, suffer from a lot of cognitive dissonance. They are just confused. Well, I mean, when I'm with my mother, she behaves all right. It's the auntie who's influencing my mother. My mother is so innocent. Yeah, narcissists, are expert in creating deception. So, narcissists will never jeopardize their image and position. Yeah, so they will always get it done through someone. They'll scapegoat the child. They will, bring in a third person, their enabler or flying monkey, to do the talking. So, this is how they confuse you, and also this is how, they throw you off balance. So if you are adamant about, doing something, they are going to, bring in another one, yeah, their enabler or flying monkey, and then they both are going to do a number on you, shame you, criticize you, guilt trip you. And you would then, give up. You would not, pursue whatever you wanted. Yeah, so it's not just one on one. Now it's one, and two people right in front of you, criticizing, shaming you, and, accusing you, and, making you feel miserable. So, triangulation always helps the narcissist throw their children off balance. Triangulation helps them, you know maintain that image. Triangulation helps them get the work done and not, getting their hands dirty. The other reason why adult children of narcissistic parents, find it difficult to go no contact with their parent is because of manipulative praise and criticism. So narcissistic parents are not going to praise you for every good thing that you do. They are only going to praise you for the things they want you to do. So if you do those things perfectly, then they are going to praise you. Otherwise, if you do things independently, if you do some good thing on your own, they are not going to praise you. Yeah, so it's all about them, what they have instructed you. If you are able to do that, achieve that, then they are going to praise you. But they are not going to praise you for pursuing, something which you like, or something which you enjoy doing, or, something which you have accomplished all by yourself. They are not going to praise you for that. Yeah, they are only going to praise you for the things they want you to do. Yeah, and this helps them, have better control over you. And narcissistic parents are also, into, you can say, selective criticism. So they are going to, extremely criticize you if you do things all by yourself, or if some, goof up happens, or if some mess happens. You are, doing something all by yourself, and if you do some mistake, or if you mess up things, I mean, we all do mistakes and we learn from mistakes. But in narcissistic families, mistake is a sin. Yeah, and in order to avoid that sin, just be devoted, dedicated, obedient slave to the narcissistic parent. So narcissistic parents are going to extremely criticize you every time you fail, in things that you like, or in things that you do, or if you fail in the things that they want you to do. They are not going to spare you. Yeah, there is no room for failure, there is no room for mistakes. You are not allowed to learn from your failure and mistakes. You are only supposed to follow, the script that is handed over to you since birth. That's it. So narcissistic parents are into extreme criticism, and they are not going to criticize you, if you are, on a mission to do things their way for them. Yeah, in that process, they are not going to criticize you. Instead, they are going to, validate you, laud you, they are going to motivate you. But the moment you are doing things independently, and something which they don't approve of, that is the time they are going to criticize. They are going to criticize you in extreme ways. Yeah, so that they can, crush your confidence, they can, crush your self-worth, self-esteem. They are, a kind of individual who really, crushes your soul. Yeah, they just want, robots, mindless robots. That's it. Yeah, they have created mindless robot, and you have to hand over the autonomy. You have to, just do the things they want you to do. That's it. And numb and mute yourself. The other reason why adult children of narcissistic parents, find it difficult to go no contact with their parent is because of the, societal pressure. So, every narcissist, has, their own ecosystem. Yeah. So, suppose, for example, there are 10 narcissists and they have their, own ecosystems. Now that 10 ecosystem makes a society. Yeah. And when you are, a part of, such a family, it is very difficult for you to, go no contact or, take such decisions. Yeah. Because all of the narcissists, all of the enablers and flying monkeys, everyone is, very cooperative. They are enabling, they are, helping each other. Yeah, because, they are doing it because if they have any crisis situation, or if any, challenges or any situation or circumstances arises, they will expect the other fellow narcissists also to, jump in and help them. So their ecosystem is, very good. All of, the narcissists, enablers, nascent narcissists, flying monkeys, they come together and help each other. Yeah, whitewash each other's bad behavior, gaslights the victim. So, if you are in such a society, if you are surrounded by such individuals, you fear being judged, you fear being labeled as, the bad son and the bad daughter. Yeah, you were never, even allowed to think that you can live and survive independently. Yeah, it was all about mom and dad, and, you were made to believe that you are only existing, because of them. You don't have, an individual identity of your own. You are a part of them, and this is what, the entire ecosystem also, keeps making you believe. They keep gaslighting you, they keep, brainwashing you, and, they keep, manipulating you. Yeah, the narcissist does the manipulation, but the entire ecosystem also does. So, kids are scared of, being labeled as, the ungrateful child, the bad child, the selfish child. Yeah, who left his father, who left his mother. Because as it is, there was, nothing called boundary. When you are, raised in narcissistic homes, you really don't know what boundaries are. Things are so fused and enmeshed. There is nothing called privacy. So, everybody knows everything, and everybody will say something or the other, when you do things. Yeah, that's how things are. It's not like, my business, to myself, and your business, to yourself. Those things are not there. So, kids feel, pressured that, let me be the good son, let me be the good daughter, let me just bear with all of this. Plus, society has also, other ways of enabling the narcissistic parent. They will tell you, well, maybe, they are the way they are because of their difficult backstory. So, once they are going to turn old, things are going to change. Just relax, wait, hang in there. Yeah, they are not going to be like this. They are, very aggressive and, like that because of their difficult backstory, because of their childhood, because of the work pressure, this and that. So, society has its own unique way of enabling the narcissist and gaslighting the victim. Victims are never allowed to leave. Yeah, and that is the reason, till date, in my country, I see that, divorce is like a taboo. Going no contact with your parent is a taboo. Yeah, no one is interested to know what happened and as to why you had to make that decision. Nobody is interested to know, all of that. Everyone is there to give you certificate and judge you. Yeah, so the best thing is, not to pay heed to these, dysfunctional, toxic individuals. Do what, suits you. Yeah, do what's comfortable for you. So, societal pressure, yeah, is also one of the reason why it's very difficult, for the kids to go no contact with their narcissistic parent. And the last reason why it is very difficult for adult children of narcissistic parents to go no contact with their parent is gaslighting. So narcissistic parents, start gaslighting their children from an early age. And what gaslighting does is that, it erodes your sense of self, your self-esteem, your self-worth, none of it develops. And you are in that state of confusion all the time. You are confused about your feelings, you are confused about your emotions, you doubt your own self, you doubt your feelings, you doubt the others, and the only savior that is your narcissistic parent. Yeah. So, they gaslight you to such an extent that the entire reality is distorted and you begin to doubt your own perception. Yeah. So, as a result of which you never have a strong ground. Yeah. You are never able to develop a sense of self because deep down, that no matter what you do, you may never be good enough. Yeah, they are never going to tell you that you are so good, thank you so much for doing all this for me. They are never going to tell you. Yeah, and that's how they keep you on hook. Yeah, one time they are going to praise you and then they are going to starve you for a prolonged period, and that's how they you know uh, keep you on hook. That's how they train you, like those pet animals. So gaslighting also plays an important role because everything is so distorted, confusing. You are in that state of doubt. You are unable to accept the fact that they are the abusers. Your parents are narcissistic and they had been exploiting and abusing you from a long time, and that's the reason you are stuck with them. You are unable to start over again. Yeah, you are unable to move out and do things independently. Yeah, because you were never allowed to develop confidence. Yeah, every time you tried doing things and every time you did some mistake or the other, they shamed you, they criticized you. Yeah, and they drill this inside your head that you cannot do things by yourself. Yeah, you will have to consult me, you will have to take my advice and suggestion, otherwise you're going to mess it up. Yeah, and as a result of which this becomes a strong belief inside of us, and we strongly believe that we may never be able to do things all by myself. So it's better, let me ask him, let me ask my narcissistic father, mother. So yes, these are a couple of reasons why it is very difficult for adult children of narcissistic parents to go no contact with the narcissist. Yeah, they are stuck with them. I mean, but still, I mean, there are few who have successfully gone no contact and they have healed, and they have started over again, I mean, including myself. uh, and I think it was only possible because I was earning. It was only possible because I was making money. If I was dependent on them, I don't think it would have been you know that easy, or it would have been even possible for me to start over again and heal from all that trauma. Yeah. So yes, this was it. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.